Alright, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe, like I always tell y'all in the beginning or the end of my videos. So check it out. Before we get started, if I haven't showed y'all, this right here is I got two logos for my brand. This is one of them, Straight Street Star clothing right here, right? So it says Straight Street, and then stars right there, and then I got the little two bow and arrows right there, and then these words say stay true, hustle and grind and stay true, Then I got established 1983 at the bottom right there. That's the year I was born, 1983. So it's just, this is one of my logos. You could go to my website, Straight Street Star, STR8, like the STR8 right there, streetstarclothing.com. I got some, like I said, men t-shirts, women t-shirts, kids t-shirts, very cheap. I sent a couple of t-shirts out, giveaways out. Y'all should be getting them in the mail soon if you haven't already. And we just gonna keep it, we keep it rolling for that, So check it out. I just want to do this quick video, y'all. I don't want to keep y'all long. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. I had a good weekend, man. Me and wifey, we went to the Rockets game. Rockets played the Denver Nuggets Sunday, and they won. They've been 6 games. They on a 6-game winning streak. Man, we had fun. We had a blast. We got some good food there. Watched the game. So I'm good. My Texas won. Anybody that follow football, the Texas is my team because I'm in Houston. So and that's my squad. So the Texans won. They 5-4 right now in this season. The Rockets won the same day. So it was good. That was on Sunday, and Saturday I kind of chilled. So it was a good weekend. So anyway, let's get back to the video. So listen, this video is going to be about, ladies, I know that it's been overly talked about. I'm not even going to say talked about, but I know the perception of is that women are overstimulated when it comes to a man with money, a man making $100,000 a year. That's the man, the ideal man, and regular guys are overlooked. And it's so crazy because we live in a different day and age than what our grandparents used to live in and what our parents lived in. Back in the day, our grandmother used to, they used to see the child's if they had a daughter, they used to see their daughter's boyfriend at the time, which was they just say going steady back then. This is old folks terminology, right? So they used to see their daughter's boyfriend, which back in those days it really didn't take long to get married. It's like it really wasn't even like a boyfriend stage. It was almost like it seemed like a man and woman meet at 18, 19, they get together, shortly after they get married and have kids, and then it's just what it is, right? So what I'm saying is, back in those days, people used to say, oh, "Okay, you a good brother. You work." That was the main thing everybody cared about back in the day. You had a good job. You was working, take care of your family. It wasn't about was he a rich man? Is he making $100,000 a year? It wasn't none of that. You was a man with some integrity. You made an honest living. It was I remember I remember back in the day. I probably was about 20 years old, and an older woman stopped me. Older black woman stopped me. Looked like it could be my grandmother's age. She said, I had my uniform on. I was working, and she says, "Baby," she say, "I just want to stand back and look at you." And I'm like, "What's going on?" She was like, "Ain't nothing like a ain't nothing like a BMW." And I'm like, "BMW?" She said, "Yeah, a black man working." But that was back in the day, y'all. If you had a decent, honest living, man, you get you a woman, you marry, y'all had kids, and then y'all ride into the sunset, man. You have, and that's what it was about. Nowadays, it went from that to the world changing, and because social media came out and everybody put on the best things. So if you had a new car, or if you was going to a fancy restaurant, or you was any gifts you got, everything that worked that was a blessing from God to you, everybody everybody displays it on social media. So that makes other people be like, wow, look at them. They living their best life. They got all this stuff, whether it be cars, restaurant, designer clothes. People put their houses on there, everything. So you like, wow. So it makes people look at, they make people, and then it makes it look at, it's like make a grand lifestyle. Like the lifestyle is so grand. And so people have gotten accustomed to it's the lifestyle to the point to where people start actually faking the lifestyle when they post on social media. A lot of times, a lot of the situations, people really don't even be living like that, but they fake the lifestyle. You know, people be using green screens and backgrounds, and we talking about celebrities do this, y'all. So just imagine if celebrities doing it, you can imagine what other people, regular people are doing. You know, to finesse. You know, it's the game is to finesse, and that's what the world we living in. And so it went from back in the grandparents' days to just you just an honest man earning an honest living, and you get you a woman, get your wife, make her your wife, have kids. That was the ideal thing. Now it goes from that's not it no more. You gotta have the money. So now if you a brother that's trying to come up, it's like the women, the beautiful women that you will want, the certain type of woman you want, they don't want you unless you got the money, unless you look like you got the lifestyle, right? So that makes young brothers coming up, they feel like they gotta sell drugs, they gotta do illegal activity, they gotta scam to make money. And then the women are like, okay, I want the scammers. See, back in the day, it used to be the dope dealers. The dope dealers was selling the dope, making the money. And so now dope it's not really as high it used to be. Like I'm going to streets right now. I ain't gonna go too far into it. But the dope ain't like how it used to be. Like the sales, y'all think about it. Like I born in '83, like I told y'all. So I growing up seeing crackheads, right? You don't really see crackheads to the extent like it used to be, right? If you see a crackhead, it's not like, it ain't like how you still see a crackhead here every now and then, but it wasn't as detrimental as it used to be back in the day, right? So the dope really ain't making the money. I mean, you still make money off of dope. The dope will always sell, but it's not like it used to be. That dope money in the 80s and 90s was, if you lived that long, you live out like as old as me, my age, or you lived older, when you seen a dope boy, he had it all. So it's not necessarily like that back in those days when it come to that. So what took over was the scamming. So the scammers became the new dope boys because they could scam and make their money, like fast money like that. So then the girls girls always wanted the dope boys. Certain women, not all women, but certain women wanted the bad boy, they wanted the street dude, they wanted the dope boys because they had the money, the lifestyle. So now the scammers are the same way now. So they the new dope boys. So those certain girls you want when you're younger, they attach on to the scammers. So that put pressure on the younger generation to where now you having a job is lame to have a job. Like to have a job today's time and young to do everything the right way, it looked upon as lame. And I want to say to the youngsters, if you watching my channel, or the older people that watch my channel, you talk to your kids, you can tell your kids till you blue in their face, but they got to make their own decisions, right? The thing is, I know it seemed like those particular girls you like are attracted to the street dudes and to the scammers and to the whatever. But I promise you, stay on the right path. Stay on the right path. When you get older, once you get older and you finish out what you set your mission to, it will pay off. I promise you it will pay off. So, but that's the problem, right? So this younger generation of what it is of social media, it's the lifestyle. Everybody wants a certain lifestyle. So between that and when it comes now, it's on to dating. So women get older. That's a little young stage. Women get older and it's like, that's what they want. So you can't be a man with just a jaw no more. You gotta now, and then everybody stuck on, then when the pandemic came, people was opening up business. They was getting business loans and stuff like that, PPP loans. And people were starting their own businesses and all that stuff. It was thriving. It was thriving in the country. People was doing their thing, making their money. So now, and a lot of women came up too. A lot of people came up during the pandemic. But now, everybody, you got to be your own boss. You gotta be an entrepreneur to make your money. Which I'm there for. I ain't talking about the PPP loans. If you ain't really deserve the PPP loans and scamming, I'm talking about you being your own boss. There's nothing wrong with being your own boss and coming up. But I don't want my sisters to don't shun on brothers if they got a regular job and they trying to make it. Now, you know, to my young brothers, I know it seems like that way, that you looked upon as lame, you know, but you ain't. You stick in the right path. You working. You doing your thing. It's gonna pay off. Trust me, sisters. You got a brother that work hard. You see the potential in him. Stick with that brother. Don't just sit there and just, you know, throw a guy away because he's not having that lifestyle that you want. Because a lot of times women, y'all regular women will start comparing themselves to celebrities, to rappers, and I mean, and they'll say, oh, that's a mood. You know, they got designer bags. Oh, that's a mood. That's what we want. So people out here really trying to live this lifestyle as regular people. You do the best you could do, but those are just, and people don't understand when it comes to Instagram, especially Instagram and those celebrities, y'all don't realize a lot of those companies, they send those celebrities things free. They send them free clothes. You know, they have stylists that dress those people. And then we regular people be trying to keep up with the lifestyle of these people. We trying to go out and we spending bill money to get this purse, these red bottoms, designer belts, trying to keep up with them. And a lot of them celebrities get that stuff for free. They not been spending the money. Those designer people are paying them to wear their clothes because they have influence on social media. We don't even know that. We just spending money. 50 Cent had an interview a long time ago. He said, man, I don't buy no clothes, man. Them people send me that stuff and I wear it. And that was some years back. Everything is a finesse a lot of times on this internet. And I just don't want my people to fall for it. Don't jeopardize, you know, your freedom. Don't jeopardize a good relationship because you feel like, you know, the person you with, or or you not getting with a certain person. I'm talking to the ladies here, because you're not getting with a certain man because you feel like he's not making this type of, he's not this type of boss. And I know, you know, a lot of women get caught up in this boss word, boss this, boss that. There's nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur, but there's nothing wrong with having a job neither and making an honest living. Now we could do something on the side and create something on the side and see how that goes. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that either, you know. And I think that today's time women are caught up with the lifestyle, and that's ruining your relationship, or ruining a potential relationship, you know, of a man that's fit for you. I believe that's ruining that. And we gotta, you gotta think about, you know, what's important here, you know, is you holding out to try to find the right guy. Is that really worth that versus finding the guy that's fit for you? You know, if a guy check everything out, but he not making 100,000 a year, that's gonna stop you from not being with him. You know, I'm just saying, like, let's ask ourselves that. You know, I feel like as people in our community, we got a lot of things backwards, and we got to work on that. We really do. We've been set back, y'all. We've been lied to. This internet, like I said, finessed us to where we start believing, you know, these people that we see got the whole lifestyle, you know, and we don't need it to jeopardize our integrity. We don't need to, and like I said, we don't need to jeopardize our freedom, because you out there trying to scam, you know, commit crimes to try to live up to this lifestyle. And I always tell my young brothers this, man, if the woman don't want you for what you got, you don't need her. Now there's always room for growth. There's always room to work harder to get to where you need to go. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, I'm not saying be stagnant. I'm not saying be content to where you are, but there's nothing wrong with moving up in life. But it takes time. Don't jeopardize, don't do anything crazy to mess yourself up. You know, that's all I'm saying. Ladies. I want you to not pass up a good thing. because it is some good brothers out here. They might not be making 100,000. They might be making 80,000. They might be making 70,000, 60,000. But it is some good brothers out here. And and it's like, and women these days, it's like they not even giving brothers a chance if you ain't buying them designer bag, if you ain't paying bills. You don't even live with each other. But you want the man to pay your bills. You want the man to give you money, X, Y, Z, break it off, like, because you feel like man, come on, ladies. Come on. You know, now, like I said, you got certain women that the way they look, they get men to do that. You know, but majority of the time, every woman is not on that level. We are average. You know, if we ain't top tier, then we average. Some of us might be a little bit above average. Some of us might be a little below average, but we're around the average mark. You know, some might have a little bit more opportunities, you know, to choose from certain people. Some of us don't, and some of us just got to get what we can get. But let's not ruin a potential. Let me say this. I don't want you to, ladies. I don't want you to, you know, break up with a guy because you feel like he's not on a certain level. Now, like I was speaking about on my last videos I did, you know, I know a certain age group of brothers supposed to be at a certain, he is supposed to be on a certain level as far as his finances and, you know, and what he bring to the table, but what he basically finances, right? He's supposed to be on a certain level when it comes to that. But it's nothing wrong with seeing what a brother going from there. You can give it a brother if he fit for you. Like I said, you ladies, you can assist and work with him on that. And maybe he can move forward, you know? So that's all I want to talk about. I just want to make this quick video. I don't keep y'all long. On to the next video. King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace and blessings. I'm out.